Hey there, amazing viewers. Welcome back to Movie Quotes and Recaps. Before we begin, I just want to say thank you for your continued support. And for those who are not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thank you. In this video, we are going to recap. Now let's get started. This private security team from China volunteered to rescue the trapped oil workers from the Middle East. They are greeted by Professor Chang, the director of operations at U-Times Oil Refinery, and drive directly to the facility. Meanwhile, a group of mercenaries led by Chris and his brother Henry are planning to attack the convoy, which is being evacuated by Commander Liu. Back in the oil refinery facility, Commander Liu and his team are planning the route of evacuation. After Professor Chang shut down the system in the facility, they left immediately and boarded the bus. Before they enter the Highway of Death, the most dangerous highway in the country, the leading bus on which Commander Liu is driving stops, and he contacts all his team members, instructing them to stay vigilant. Commander Liu continued to drive, and he encountered a roadblock but did not stop. A sandstorm suddenly appeared, but they continued and drove fast, trying to pass the storm as fast as possible. The convoy was attacked by the mercenaries, who took over the two buses, and separate on the convoy before the sandstorm passed. While Commander Liu is in the helicopter, they discover that the sandstorm is man-made and find the mercenaries that attacked their convoy. A fierce fight happened, and one of the helicopters went down. Commander Liu then found one of the buses that was missing. He went down in the helicopter and found his teammate injured. But Professor Chang is missing. Professor Chang then meets the leader of the mercenaries, Owen. Then Chris learned that his brother Henry had tricked him. Owen talks to Chris, and they both get into an argument. Chris then leaves and doesn't want to take part in the operations. And as soon as Chris left Owen, he killed Henry and put him in the radio tower, trying to make it look like a payback from the Chinese. Dragon Liu followed Chris to the radio tower, and they both got into a fight. Owen's men arrived and shot both Liu and Chris. Knowing that both of them have the same enemy, they team up. Owen then takes Professor Chang to the oil refinery, trying to get the oil flowing and asking Professor Chang about the USB dongle. When she refuses to answer, Owen then threatens to kill Chang's son. The boy suggests to Owen that he track her phone because the phone is in the bag with the codes and the dongle. Meanwhile, his team reached the green zone safely. Commander Liu then learned that Chris lives in the desert for years taking care of the orphans, and think Chris must be a decent person. The same night, while the orphans were eating, the mercenaries attacked the village, looking for Professor Chang's bag. But all the men in the village came out with guns, surrounding the mercenaries, leading to a standoff. The mercenaries then told Chris that they only needed the bag. So Chris gives the bag without hesitation, just to protect the villagers. May then explained to both Chris and Liu that the bag contained the dongle and the password to open the flow of oil from the refinery. Once Owen has the bag, he gives it to Professor Chang to start the process of opening the oil refinery. Once it's open, Owen called the captain of the tanker and told them to start filling their oil tanker immediately. The captain then informed Owen that it will take 24 hours to fill all the tankers in the dock. Liu and Chris arrived at the oil refinery to stop Owen, but Owen got away. May then arrives at the oil refinery, driving Chris' truck. Chris then gets in and tells May to follow Owen. Once they caught up, Owen starts shooting. Owen then tries to escape again, going off the road, but May and Chris follow them. In the car chase, Chris' truck was destroyed, resulting in Owen getting away. A moment later, Liu arrived, riding the truck with a big jet engine mounted at the back. Liu told both Chris and May to get in. They take the shortcut to catch up with Owen, then they see a convoy of oil trucks but realize that they are still too far. So Chris uses the jet engine, going too fast and unable to control the truck. They hit the first oil truck, causing it to explode. Owen's vehicle was damaged because of the explosion. After getting his driver killed, he then takes over the wheel and drives away from Chris. Liu tries to follow Owen, but the truck tire is getting buried in the sand. Liu then uses the jet engine to follow Owen, Going too fast again, he is able to catch Owen and bump his vehicle, causing it to go sideways and drag by Lou's truck. Seeing that they were near a cliff, Lou told Chris to jump on a count of 5, but Chris couldn't hear Lou due to too much noise from the jet engine. Before the truck fell into the cliff, Lou was able to tie a rope to Owen's vehicle. When Owen sees the rope in his vehicle, he tries to drive away, hoping that the rope will be cut by the rock, but instead his vehicle falls into the cliff. Lou was then able to remove the rope that was tied to their bodies, leaving Owen falling alone on the cliff. After that, they realized that they couldn't see Chris, so they shouted his name, and then they thought maybe Chris fell into the cliff and also died. Then, after a few moments, Chris suddenly appeared hanging by the cliff and grabbed Lou's foot, and they pulled him up. They are all glad that they are alive, but they have no idea how to get off the cliff. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our video.